Hey y'all, it's Sarah. Some of you know me in real life and you've known me since childhood. Some of you have known me since college, which was a little while ago. And some of you have been invited to this class by a friend of yours that I am also friends with. And so there's a whole crew of you here that are not going to know me and a whole lot of people who are going to know me. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. So I'm Sarah and I live in Houston, Texas, and I have been using Young Living essential oils for 3 years. I bought my starter kit 3 years ago this month, actually. I was such a skeptic. I was the girl who ate Funyuns and Kit Kats and a Coke from the gas station and called it lunch when I was first married. I wasn't even in college, y'all. So I was in my late 20s, still eating that way. And I just thought people that were really concerned about health and wellness were like other people. That's like different from me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people that worry about what their laundry detergent is made of or their dryer sheets or organic, like I thought that was all hooey. So just so you know my background, that's where I was coming from. I really thought of those people as other, as different from me, and like I didn't have anything in common and that they were really overreacting to life. That's what I thought. And so then I had an 18-month-old at the time and turned out I needed some oils for her. And so my friend Angela said, hey, let me give you a sample of these oils and just try them and see if they help her. And so I tried them and they did. And I was really shocked because I've been friends with Angela for 4 years and had rolled my eyes at her crunchy granola voodoo ways for a long time. And she lives in Dallas, and like I said, I live in Houston, and she would say, if you lived down the street from me, I would be at your house every day pouring oils all over you, and she would just laugh at me. And so that was kind of where I'm coming from, getting into oils. And so I tried oils. I tried 2 samples of 2 oils actually that we're going to talk about tonight. And after that, I called Angela and I said, okay, how do I get the rest of the oils? Give me all of the oils because I think these things might work. And she was just like, duh. So I signed up and I said, okay, tell me what to do. And so I would text Angela like 18 times a day because Angela wasn't working Young Living as a business at the time. And I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to work Young Living as a business either. I don't want to sign up to sell. I don't want to do this thing and sell it. And she was like, that's totally fine because I'm not doing that either. But if you're a wholesale member of Young Living, you get a discount on the oils off the retail rate, a lovely discount, and you never have to sell. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, that sounds a little too good to be true, but okay. And so she explained to me it's kind of like Costco. You know, you pay a big membership to get to buy things at a discounted rate. And so I was like, oh, well, I love Costco. I mean, who doesn't? And so I got my oils. So that is how I got started, and that was 3 years ago. And it was a lot like learning a new language at first. There were so many things that I didn't know, and I just started out with my starter kit, and I just used that, and I used every single oil, and I would text Angela and ask her. Anyway, all of that to say, fast forward 3 years. It's 3 years later. I have a whole lot of oils, and I use them all day, every day, because they're awesome. And my kids use them. Sometimes I force them on my husband. Some husbands are just naturally oily. They love this kind of stuff, and some husbands aren't. And mine is one who's super supportive of me and is not going to be the type to go pour oils all over himself yet. We're only 3 years into this, so someday, maybe. Anyway, so I have been working the business side for 2.5 years. About 6 months after I got started with oils, I had some friends who signed up underneath me because I gave them my member ID number, and I started getting checks in the mail from Young Living and was like, well, this is lovely. And I said, can I get enough of these to get my oils paid for every month? And so I decided with 2 of my friends that we were going to try and work it as a business together, kind of as a team, like, hey, let's just try this and see what happens. And it kind of exploded from there. We now have a team name. We are Team Joy and Pep, which is just our little community within Young Living. We're mostly Houston based, but because we've grown so much, We have people all over Texas and Mississippi and Louisiana. We have a whole crew down in New Orleans, which I love. And people are just all over. We've had people in other countries, which is really fun. So that is us, and we have a whole Facebook team, a whole private Facebook page called Joy and Pep that that we add our members to, and we hook you up with resources. So if you're in Team Joy and Pep, hooray. And if you're not, we would love to talk to you more about that. We have a Facebook group that we chat on there and talk about oils and ask questions and do education because, and what you're going to see tonight, we don't ever, I don't ever, and we as Joy and Pep do not ever want you to get your oils and feel like, I don't know what I'm doing, somebody help me. That's why that Young Living has chosen to do it this way instead of having a retail store that you walk into and buy their oils or sell them in a grocery store. They structured the business and the company in this way so that we can educate each other and it's a community. Anyway, that's just a fun bit about it. So I'm going to try and keep these videos short. I have ADD, and so I like to talk, and I'm nervous, and which is ridiculous because most of y'all know me. So I am going to have some notes that you may see me reading. You may see me like looking at the screen. It's because I don't have everything memorized, because who does? And I don't want to miss anything important and later be like, oh, I forgot to tell them about that. So I'm going to be reading from my notes a little bit, so just bear with me. It's just me here trying to film this and share with you guys some of the things about the oils that I know and my experience with them. So all that to say, there will be a series of videos. This is obviously the first one, and just keep refreshing on the event page and you'll see them. Like, so after you watch this one, then click refresh on your page, and you should see the next video pop up, and they'll be numbered. This is number 1. There will be a number 2, so just follow the numbers. And I'm going to keep them, well, this one's already 7 minutes, but I'm going to try and keep them short. and ask questions in the comments and chime in. We're going to be doing giveaways tonight, so please participate in the comments during this live 8 to 9 hour. And if you are one of those people tuning in live and commenting, then you will be entered for giveaways. And I will draw those tomorrow because. So ask questions. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is tell me in the comments who you are, where you live, and who invited you to the class tonight. Because I know I've had some friends invite their friends, and I just want to know who is connected to who. So, and also tell us, okay, the next thing I want you to tell us is, what is your experience with oils? So I know nothing, and I'm just here for the party. Or are you hey, I'm already a Joy and Pep member, and I already have my oils, and I'm in Team Joy and Pep, and I'm new, but I'm loving it. Or you can tune in and say, you can comment and say, I've been doing this for 2 years with you, and awesome, whatever, just wherever you are in your Young Living journey. So, okay, next video, 8 minutes and 26 seconds. I'm going to try and get them faster than that, guys. Okay, bye, see ya. How do I stop this thing? Okay, right here.